What is up, everybody? It's your boy Rogue here. So, in today's video, I'm going to be giving you guys my ban list reaction slash in-depth analysis. I did do a live stream earlier today, but with that being said, now that I've had enough time to cool down, like a lot of you guys have, I think it's a proper time to bring you guys a actual ban list. So, yeah, I'm going to go straight to the list right now. Please smash that like button. Let's get the video to 500 likes and or two super thanks. That's always the video goal. And yeah, I'm gonna go over everything, give you guys my honest opinion about it, and tell you guys how I feel. So let's get into it. So this is the ban list right here. And off the rip, it's kind of like I don't know how I feel about it because we got Haku Firebacks banned, which that I'm all for because the card should have been gone formats ago. I mean, think about it. That's a card that just spam off to the field, allow decks like Brave Engine to splash it and to combo loop into different things. It's just one of those cards that is so generic, and we've had cards similar to it in the past. It shouldn't have been around this long. So I think everybody kind of knew this card was going to get banned eventually, and I'm happy it did happen. Now, with that being said, though, we got the Ronin Totem. That's obviously was specifically for sprites. But don't worry, those you sprite players, sprites is still going to be a solid, good deck. A lot of the times when I've DD Crow my sprite opponents and hit their Ronin Totem, they're still able to make totally awesome. They're still able to spam other sprite monsters to the board. They're still able to combo off. It slows them down slightly, but I've also noticed a lot of sprite players are not just relying on the sprite engine specifically, they're also doing things like Sprite Live Twin, Sprite Runic, Brave Sprite. So having Ronin on a hit, it's gonna hurt, but not as much as people think. But we kind of expected that to get hit because I didn't really think Sprites was gonna get neutered right away. It's brand new. Konami got to make money. That's just a slap on the wrist to the deck, and then maybe 2 or 3 formats from now is when the deck will really get hit. Maybe the next format they might hit blue to 1 or something, but we'll see. The Chaos Ruler, the Chaotic Magical Dragon, that was specifically for Tearlaments. Tearlaments get their little baby hit, and also it coincides hits Dragon Link, which is another. I wouldn't even say that's a problem out of deck. It's just a good deck, and it also just it's in synchros as well, so that's like more of a roguish deck. But with that being said, that kind of hit me by surprise. But considering Tearlaments is a new deck, they didn't want to hit any Tearlament cards. Same thing with sprites; they had to hit something, so why not that card? Now, this is the biggest gripe with this part. The red reboot hit, bruh. Why? I mean, I guess they want to promote more back row heavy decks. I don't know. But yeah, that was bad. So you Eldritch players, you guys get to have fun with that one. I think Red Reboot hit was a bad hit. I can see why a lot of players are really upset at this list because just off the forbidden cards alone, you got Red Reboot hit, which is complete. Like, why? The card's good, but it's like it's only really good against decks that main deck 3 skill drain, 3 Tikaboo. Like, it was a card that was needed, but I guess Konami didn't want it to be like a luck sack card, which from that standpoint, it's cool, but it's been around for so long. It ain't really Konami in that case. Konami just did what they always do. They hit stuff. That's not really the problem, but it's kind of like passive aggressively helping us out. But all in conclusion, for the forbidden portion of the ban list, no Scythe, which is a complete BS. Artifact Scythe should have got hit. But obviously, like Team APS said in his review, Konami is obviously not going to hit that card. And they obviously don't think Mystic Mine is a problem because they didn't touch Mystic Mine's list. So now we just got to main deck the outs, essentially. We have to main deck the outs. So I predict moving forward in this format, we're going to definitely have players main decking something for Mystic Mine and or Scythe. I predict Forbidden Droplet making back in favor. I also predict maybe main deck back row removal. It might not be too bad of an idea. I know some players are thinking about doing Twister. I myself is just probably going to do what the OCG was doing. Main deck the 1 Feather Duster and just hope you draw it if you run into the Mystic Mine or one of those back row heavy decks. You can also do Lightning Storm as well. The only issue with those type of cards, if you're playing against a deck that do multiple negates, like a Sprite negate or like a Synchro negate or whatever, yeah, those back row cards ain't gonna pop off. But nevertheless, it is what it is. Konami definitely could have did better. I don't hate the Forbidens, what they've done personally. Like Rare Reboot is like whatever, but like I just wish they hit Mystic Mine and Artifact Sight. I think that's the main complaints from players, that they didn't hit those 2 cards. Because there's tons of way to Artifact Sight lock, and there's tons of way to Mystic Mine style burn. All right, so the Unlimiteds, we got back. Well, let me do the Unlimiteds first. No, I guess I do Unlimiteds. I'm already right here. Dynamite, the true Draco fighter, not doing anything. Ben 10, not doing anything without the Ava for the Drytron deck. So Shooting Riser Dragon, my boy Dave will probably be happy for his single deck. Triple Fusion Destiny, I'm the hero guy. I know you guys are wondering how I feel about that. I don't really care personally. As a hero player, like, it's good, but I don't really care about Fusion Destiny being at 3. With the way the deck runs now, we can make DPE easily. We can just, it's like, it's not gonna do anything for us that we can't already do. That's a problem with heroes. It's a really consistent deck, and it does the same streamlined board. That's good for Destiny hero players. So like, if you're currently playing Destiny hero, that's good for you. However, pure heroes is gonna bump up our consistency a tad bit more, but the deck's already consistent. So I really, it's like, yay, we got 3 Fusion Destiny, but I really just don't care. The Dear Servants, that's decent, I guess. And then Light Stage and Wall of Revealing Light. I did hear that in the OCG that there were some Trickstar Sprite variants, and with Light Stage being unlimited, that could do something. So don't be surprised if you guys see Trickstar Sprites, like some weird versions of that deck. I've seen that deck before in the OCG, so be on the lookout for that. And Wall of Revealing Light, they got hit back when Exodia was a thing. Now that Exodia is not a thing no more. They ain't no point in keeping it on the ban list. And let me see, bruh. Somebody at Konami watches my channel, bro. I've been calling for Cyberjar to come back for fun for the longest, and the fact that we finally have Cyberjar back is insane. Very satisfied for it. For you guys that do not know, one of my favorite cards as a kid growing up. I thought it was a cool card, the way it works. You flip it, destroy all monsters, bring monsters out. I think it's really interesting card design for its time. Do I think it'll be competitive? No. Do I plan on playing it at least once? Yes. It's probably gonna be trash, but I'm gonna play it just to play it because it's like, it's a legacy card, kind of like Change Your Heart, where it's like, I played it because I thought it was good, and for what it's worth, Change Your Heart was decent in my Go Second Hero deck. However, Cyberjar is complete nostalgia trip for me, so can't wait to just have some fun with it. I want a Hobby League one, so if anybody know me, you got a Hobby League one, hook me up with it. I want a Hobby League one. And then we got O-Lion that came back because Hulk got banned. Substitute, I didn't play in a Substitute era, so I do know there was some FTKs around that, so that is what it is. I am a veteran Yu-Gi-Oh player. However, I did quit Yu-Gi-Oh from 07 to 2011. So that little 4-year synchro Substitute FTK era, I did not play in. I was on the outside looking at locals because I remember seeing people at my local card shop, Galaxy Comic Zone. They used to play like Light Sworn and Black Wings all the time during that era. Spellbook Judgment is like, okay, whatever. Like, the deck's not doing anything. Then the Point of the Red Lotus, I guess, like, it's like, maybe because I'm playing heroes, no one's sided against me. However, I just think it's a good format tech. I don't think it's that big of a deal, personally. Like, I think it's a fair card that didn't deserve a hit. Ultimately, at the end of the day, man, this ban list, is it trash? How do I personally feel about it? I don't know. Like, everyone's saying it's trash. And I feel like the reason why everyone's saying it's trash is because we didn't get Artifact Scythe banned, and we didn't get, what else? Oh, yeah, Mystic Mind ban. However, what we did get was Hulk ban, which is really good. We got Ronin Totem ban, which is going to slow down the sprite. So we got hits. We got baby hits to meta decks like Tournaments and Sprites. We got a big combo issue hit. Now, by Hulk getting hit, that can slow down the Artifact Scythe decks. So I don't want to just count I don't want to just assume that we're going to get Artifact Scythe spammed right away without at least playing in a format, because I remember when Anaconda got hit and everyone was like, Fusion Destiny's still going to be good. And I'm like, nah, if Anaconda get hit, Fusion Destiny's not going to get ran again. And when Anaconda did get hit, and no one played Fusion Destiny because they realized Fusion Destiny was a brick. I think something similar might happen to Half-Effects and Artifact Scythe, where people know Scythe decks are good and you still go side deck it if you're going to run the Artifact Sanctum. However, it's not going to be as good or consistent to play a Scythe-based deck in a format that's full of hand traps, in a format with no how to extend those easy Scythe combos. You can still Scythe, but it's not going to be as easy as it used to be. And as far as Mystic Mind, honestly, I mean, even though I hate the card, right? I don't like the card. I hate losing to it. I think it's toxic. We just got to learn how to adapt, honestly. And I think considering that Mystic Mind has only had really one YCS win, technically, because no one played outs for it. But other than that, every other YCS throughout the format and even regionals, for example, Mystic Mind is like, it's there, but it's not winning. It's just stealing wins from people like me who don't main deck outs to it. I think we just gonna have to adapt to Mystic Mind, and Mystic Mind is one of those things that's gonna float in and out of the meta, and it's my thing. Okay, like I was saying, as far as Mystic Mind is concerned, I'm not gonna trip about Mystic Mind. I'm just gonna adapt to it, and I think once we start adapting to it and getting used to using the card again, getting used to playing around the card, it's not gonna be the threat. It might just be one of those cards that just cycles itself in and out of meta and come back as a card that can steal tournaments here and there. But nevertheless, man, that's my thoughts. I don't love the ban list. I don't hate it. It's mid, honestly. It's one of those things where it's like everyone knows Mystic Mind promotes toxic gameplay, but the same argument can be said about Tikaboo. If you guys don't know anything about Tikaboo, that means there can only be one. Same can be said about Skill Drain. And those are all cards we adapt to. So I guess the way Konami sees it, and maybe their R&D department may be smarter than us, they want us to adapt to it. So I plan on adapting, and like I said, I don't hate the ban list. It is what it is. Me personally, the only way you could really balance Yu-Gi-Oh is by doing block format, but that's something that's never going to happen anyway. But nevertheless, man, tell me what you guys think. Comment section down below. Like the video if you're new here. If you want to subscribe for more, subscribe for more. Also, like I said, 2 super thanks for 500 likes is always the video go. Peace and stay innovative, guys. Deuces. Also, let me know which video you guys want first. Top 5 best meta decks or top 5 best rogue decks. I'm going to drop both of those sometime this week, so just let me know what you guys want. All right, take care and peace.